talk my shit. I got on dick, and she turned around and hit. And I done learned a lot of shit. I had her burn up her brain. I deserve her fridge. I deserve her. I deserve her. I'm like, how we do your motherfucker.
What's up, guys? This your boy, Mr. I240. I'm back with another episode today. Hey, man, I missed y'all for these past couple of days. Oh yeah, public service announcement. The last episode was supposed to be the 43rd episode, but in this episode was supposed to be the 42nd episode. So basically, I missed the episode, yada yada yada. But hey, just here, near, there. Also, I want to thank the big man above, Jesus Christ, for waking up another day in this crazy, sunny winter, whatever you want to call this rainy day in Memphis. It was just cloudy as hell outside just not that long ago. But there's not here, near, or there. That's not important. Also, I want to give a shout out to y'all. I appreciate the love that the page been getting. I'm on my way to 100 subscribers. Round of applause for that. And like I said, I want to thank the High Almighty Jesus Christ. Without him, none of this would be possible. And I want to thank y'all. So, shit, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we do. You know how I do. Comment, subscribe, hit that notification button, hit that like button. You know what I'm saying? Get some of this fat wrestling content, because I keep it real, straight, raw. North Memphis, well, really from Fraser, but, you know what I'm saying? North Memphis, man, I keep it raw, and I give it to you straight. You know what I'm saying? But, shoot, let's get into it. This episode is called Modern Day. And it got something to do with my first subject, Bobby Lashley, Brock Lesnar. Now, you'll think why you call it Modern Day. Well, it is the reason I called it Modern Day because this is a great all-time rivalry. Even though the matches have been subpar trash, but the build-up around the rivalry has been good. It kind of reminds me of that old school feeling of Kevin Sullivan, Chris Benoit. Where who's the baddest? Who's the best? I'm better than you. I'm the man. Like, I'm the alpha dog around here. Because you got to remember back in, I think, mid-95, 96, Kevin Sullivan Chris Benoit used to go back and forth that whole summer. And that was an instant classic and a rivalry that I hate that people don't really talk about that in professional wrestling because of the scandal. But besides the scandal, them two guys were still able to work together. So, back to Bobby Lashley and Brock Lesnar. And then, it kind of reminded me of like a Raven, Tommy Dreamer. Like I said, who the toughest, who the man. Like, I'm the best. It also reminded me of like Sheamus and Cesaro. Except their matches was good. And the promos was decent. And you got to think like, their careers is kind of parallel. You know, this type of rivalry was bound to happen. You got Brock Lesnar, who did the college football, typical farm boy coming up. You know, all the accolades, UFC, tried to play football, came back to the WWE, dominated, winning Royal Rumbles, winning championships, just doing what he doing before he left where he left off. Same thing with Bobby Lashley, Army background, militant man, having a fair WWE dominant run, winning, I think, King of the Ring against Booker T, winning United States Championship, also being in a classic match with John Cena at the Great American Bash, which is a very slept-on match. And also, the match before that with the Fatal Five, was it Fatal Six-Way, Fatal Five-Way at the Night of Champions, where it was him, John Cena, Mick Foley, and I forget whoever else was in that match. Great match. Bobby had a promising future. It's just he wasn't ready for the success, and he didn't like the direction his career was going. So he went to MMA, Bellator, dominating, kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? Beating up. You hear me? Then came back to Impact with MVP, and he was Bobby Lashley first. Then he got with MVP and Kenny King, and they ran roughshod. Man, that was a good stable. They ran roughshod before MVP said the N-word on national TV. Then he came back to WWE, had to stay a little run with the head. I mean, the headband was fat, but just wasn't nobody feeling Bobby Lashley. Got my boy Leo Rush, had a dominating run, and they made a good Shaq and Kobe combo. And then he got with MVP, became champion. So everybody, plus he was in that crappy Rusev storyline before then. I'm glad they canceled it because that was trash. But, so, all I'm saying is this is a dream match that fans been wanting to see. Hell, Bobby wanted it for years. The fans wanted it for years. I just think Brock didn't want that action. I think Brock was scared because he met his match. And he has met his match with Bobby Lashley. Because you look at the promos, Brock Lesnar giving Bobby that work. Bobby Lashley giving Brock Lesnar that work. Then, the problem was the match has been kind of trash. Like Exhibit A. Whew. The Royal Rumble, it was kind of like, alright, look, bruh, we were just happy to see it. But it really wasn't about Bobby and Brock. It was about Brock and Roman. If you've seen the match, you know Roman and Reigns cost him the championship. And we were just happy for that match to end. And plus, their Royal Rumble was trash anyway. Then they had the second match at Crown Jewel, which was kind of cool, but I ain't like the little whack finish. Especially coming from Brock Lesnar using a roll-up. He won. Bobby laid the SmackDown. We ain't seen Brock for the next couple of months. Then he came back months later on, cost Bobby the United States Championship. But, you know, the build-up been nice. It's just the matches has been trash. Just like Elimination Chamber. All I seen was spear, F5, spear, Lashley lock, low blow. And it's just like, yeah, you could have kept it. But the rivalry has been good because of the build-up. So really, what I'm saying is, it's been a good rivalry. The build-up saved the rivalry. It's just the matches have not delivered. So it's like a modern day, like I said, Kevin Sullivan, Chris Benoit, Raven, Tommy Dreamer. Hell, it kind of reminded me like Rocky and Apollo. Just want to see who the best. Yes, I used movie characters. Yes, I did. But it kind of reminded me of that. You know, so, and it just, I think the fans are kind of pissed off that it ended abruptly, which I agree, because it's like we never got a true winner. I'm pretty sure they'll do it, but they got to do it right. I feel like if they make it like a last man standing match or something like that, it'll be good. But if it's just kind of like regular matches, because you're like, you got two physical alpha species, you just can't make those matches regular matches. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to work. You feel me? So, because you know Bobby is, of course, facing Bray Wyatt in a weird way I'm looking forward to, in a strange way. And then you have Brock Lesnar, who's facing Almost. And we're going to talk about Brock a little bit more later in this episode. Yeah. Alright. Next subject. My main man, Lucifer. I ain't going to say Lucifer this time. I got to give him his props on this one. Because a lot of folks say Vince McMahon don't believe in black champions and all that. Well, I will give Vince this. Vince McMahon really believed in Ahmed Johnson. He really did. He really pushed Ahmed Johnson to the moon and back. Because you got to remember, man, Ahmed Johnson was getting a mega push. So you wonder how he get a mega push. You want to know how? Exhibit A. Him and my boy, Shawn Michaels, team up. Doing their thing. Running roughshod, going against Jim Cornette in the camp. Hell, being in main events with Psycho Sid, Ultimate Warrior. And speaking of that, Ahmed Johnson was getting a mega push at the Intercontinental Champion, Goldust. Now, Ahmed Johnson, a real street dude from Mississippi. So, I'm pretty sure during that time, he was very uncomfortable working with Dustin Rhodes. You want to know how? I mean, the man holding the mane, kissing the mane. If y'all don't remember, man was finna go on the stretcher or whatever. He laying on the stretcher, laying down on the ground. Dustin Rhodes kissed the man. And if you remember, Ahmed Johnson got up like a real street dude. See, he didn't do that. I mean, Undertaker wanted to hurt the man too. But, he had to stay in character. But Ahmed Johnson got up like a real street dude, wanted to found that man. Because he don't play that do stuff. He don't play that fruity stuff, you hear me? So, he was getting his mega push to, really Dustin Rhodes really carried the promos. Because Ahmed sucked on the mic. He's screaming on the mic. Like, Ahmed, why you screaming at me, bro? I'm right here. I know Vince and JR be looking at Ahmed like, why is you screaming, bruh? Chill out, little bruh. You know what I'm saying? Chill out. So, he getting his mega push. He get a shot at the King of the Ring. He became champion, right? Then he defended the championship, and then he feuded against the great Ron Simmons, a.k.a. Farouk. And they had Farouk looking like some dude from some cartoon character. And the feud was cool. I just think it was a lot of personal issues between Ron Simmons and Ahmed Johnson. On both sides. But that's a whole nother episode. So, he getting the mega push. Feuding against Farouk. And I think he lost in the Continental Championship, if I'm not mistaken. Did he lose to Triple H or Mark Mero? One of them. He lost their championship some way, somehow. So heading to 1997, he's feuding with the Nation, still getting that mega push. Back and forth. Him and Farouk had a physical match at the Royal Rumble where he put Crush through the table. He was taking out the Nation. He had the big 2x4. Then he teamed up with the Road Warriors at WrestleMania, and they had a good match. And I think years down the road I found out it's heat between him and the Road Warriors. I forgot what the heat was. I got to do my research. But I know it's heat between them in some shape or form. And then Ahmed joined the Nation. Then him and Undertaker came cool. They became friends both before they fighting off the Nation until an infamous night on Raw. Well, Ahmed Johnson turned on Undertaker. Now, he was getting a mega push. And then it happened. He got hurt. And Ahmed was never the same. Even when he came back, he got fat, couldn't move, didn't care about the business. Like, by the time 98 come, Ahmed WWE career was already over with. He wasn't drawing. I told you, I said with me now. If Vince don't see you making that green, go in the back, you heard me? So Ahmed's career ended shortly. You know what I'm saying? And I think he got heat with Stone Cold too, because a couple of superstars look at Stone Cold like he kind of racist. So I got to do my research on it too, because if you don't remember the promo they had when he came back, I guess he was trying to get that buzz back. Austin was over with fish grease. The little promo between both of them was kind of personal. So I wish they would have turned that into a feud, actually. Ahmed Johnson versus Stone Cold, a feud in late 97 into 98 would have been great. That would have been a straight shoot feud. And I mean, what you mean by shoot? I'm going to be real with y'all. During that Stone Cold run in 1997, 1996, 1997, 98, Stone Cold was just expressing his feelings. Because it was F-bomb, this D-word, Stone Cold was just mad with the hoop earrings. Yeah, I remember Stone Cold with the hoop earrings. Them joints were fat, bruh. And I think they would have put Ahmed Johnson back in the game. But I'm pretty sure Vince probably wanted to highlight Stone Cold, but Stone Cold like, nah, I don't want to work with that, man. I'm good. Shortly after that, years later, he went to WCW as Big T, and he got involved with Booker T and Stevie Ray feud where they fighting over the name Harlem Heat in a trash match, and Ahmed Johnson supposedly hurted Booker T, and Stevie Ray wanted to smoke. And we ain't see Ahmed Johnson no more. But in my eyes, during a short period of time, I got to give Ahmed Johnson his props because he made an impact on the wrestling culture. Yes, I said it. I'm sorry. I ain't saying he better than Ron Simmons. He sure ain't better than The Rock. And he ain't better than D-Lo, Godfather. No, he ain't better than Kofi Kingston. But he brought some street to it besides New Jack. He brought that clean street to the WWE. See, New Jack brought that real street. Ahmed Johnson brought clean street within the perimeters of WWF. Shout out to Ahmed Johnson, Big T, man. Keep your head up, man. All right. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, man, for real now. This subject right here. What's going on, y'all? My boy Sheamus needs to be in the WWE title picture this year. Why you say that, Mr. I-240? Man, Sheamus been putting on classic matches since his return during COVID. I hate to say it. Sheamus has been putting on classic matches since his return. Now, I can't remember all the matches, so it might not be a lot of screenshots and all that. But I can name 2 outstanding feuds Sheamus been in. Sheamus versus Damian Priest was a good feud for the United States Champion over the summer. Then, the match, Damian Priest, and Jeff Hardy at Extreme Rules is really a classic match. I think Damian Priest won because Damian Priest had a successful U.S. title run. Then, of course, before then, him and Riddle went back and forth. Him and Riddle at WrestleMania was an all-out dog fight. I'm the man. Who the king of the United? Who the king of the mid card? And Sheamus hit him with the bro kick around the world when Riddle tried to do the Tarzan Monkey Man backflip and got bro kick over here. You heard me? And it's like my man Sheamus needs to be in the title picture this year. Then he having bangers with Gunther. Him and Gunther, everybody still. That match was what, last year at the Castle or whatever you want to call that pay-per-view, Mario House. I don't know, but the point is this. You get my point. Him and Gunther had a classic match produced by my boy. You never would have thought it. My boy Abyss. Shout out to my boy, man. My boy Cole, man. So, and then he was involved with his crew versus Imperium in a good, entertaining match, opening match at Extreme Rules this past last year. You see what I'm saying? So, it's just like, why is my boy ain't in the title picture, man? Like, I'm glad he in the Intercontinental picture and all that. That's cool, but it's time for Sheamus to get back in the title picture, bro. Because his matches ain't been disappointing. Like, I can't name a bad match that Sheamus had within 2 or 3 years. Well, except that trash Jeff Hardy feud. The match was good, but the feud was trash. And the reason the feud was trash because Jeff Hardy actually was dealing with alcohol problems. So it's just like, yeah, look, bro, that ain't cool. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta think about it like that. And it's like, man, my boy need to be in the title picture though. Sheamus needs to be in the title picture. Like, he just needs to. Just as simple as that. It's just as simple as that. Alright, now this is a crazy subject I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It's called respect wrestlers' privacy. Please. And the reason I say that because, okay, now when they on TV doing their job and stuff like that, or events like that, it's cool to ask for pictures and stuff like that. Or, you know, maybe somebody ain't on today, hey man, you know, if I get an autograph, stuff like that. Or, you know. But it's like, sometimes people just don't want to be bothered, you know. Like, I got an example. Like, I'm going to put the picture on her again, but I met John Morrison a few years ago. He came to Memphis. He did an event. The event was awesome, or whatever. Okay. So, me and 2 of my other friends interviewed him. So I recorded. They did the interview. Now this one we were trying to get my homeboy stuff. Shout out to my homeboy. I ain't gonna say his name on here, but he a good dude. He did too much at that time. So my homeboy was trying to get his stuff off the ground, and he wanted the interview. So you gotta remember, we local nobodies. We nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now the funny part is, he did the interview. So at one point during the interview, he kept on saying, "Hey man, I'm just trying to get some Chipotle." I'm like, okay, he's tired. Now he's tired of being the character. He just want to go home at this point. Like, he wasn't being mean or being an asshole about it. I get it. He just wanted to be left alone. So he did the interview, whatever. So we getting ready to leave. So my homeboy like, hey, let's see if John Morrison want to hang out with us. So me and my other friend, we looked at each other. We looking like, man, we think homie doing too much. Like we nobodies, bro. Like, and then, you know, my other homeboy, he dressed like he from work. And then the other homeboy, the ex-John, he dressed like a hood dude. And then his partner came, he dressed like a typical hood dude, gym shorts, t-shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I don't know, bro. So as John Moore went to the locker room, he like, man, let's wait right here and ask them, man. I'm looking to myself, it's going to be a terrible idea, man. So we sit out there waiting on the man like some dumbasses. The man came out, hey, yo, John, you want to party with us? And John Morris had to look like, bruh, like, he ain't say it. His face said it. And he like, nah, man, I'm just trying to get some Chipotle. Now, you would think, like, all he said was he just trying to get some Chipotle. But look at the way he said it. So he looked like he wanted to tell us to F off and just leave him alone. Because at that point, he was just John Hennigan. So the moral of the story is just like, leave folks alone, bro. Like, so, you know, because, like, I be hearing, like, Sasha Banks be outside the airport, folks be waiting, let me get an autograph, let me be autographed. It's like, bro, sometimes it's the wrong time. And speaking of Sasha, look at Exhibit A. Look at this picture. She look uncomfortable as hell, look like she ain't want to be bothered. Okay. Then you got Paige. And this was at an event. Dude was just creepy as hell. Look at her. She look uncomfortable as hell. Right? Okay. Then you got Randy Orton. Now, the reason I ain't gonna go hard on this subject, because it's just a kid. But it's like, bruh, wrong place, wrong time. Some folks just want to be regular. And taking a picture of somebody in the bathroom in the mirror, that's just weird. Alright. Then you got the infamous Brock Lesnar picture. Now, you know Brock don't like people. He looks so ignored with these fans. It's like, bruh, can y'all just hurry up and get it over with? Dang, look, bro, y'all make this stuff weird, you hear me? Cool. Who else I got on here? Look at Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins just trying to chill, get coffee, bro. Look, man, I'm a fan of these folks too, but I know when to respect somebody's space, bro. And then you make the picture, and I got one more. Who? John Cena. Look at John, bro. You can see why he was rude to little dude that day, man. It's like, bro, I just want to be regular for 30 minutes. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm pretty sure if you ask them or ask the waiter, if you out somewhere, hey man, can you ask Mr. Cena, man, can he get a picture with me? He'll do it. But it was like, you come, hey, yo, John Cena, come on, man, I love you, man. It's like, bruh, he probably ain't gonna want to do it, and he's probably ignored at that point. I got a situation I can tell y'all, and this ain't even got nothing to do with a celebrity. Now, it is a celebrity. So, I was dating my ex-girlfriend at the time, and we saw the rapper NLE Chopper, right? So, I did it the correct way. I said, hey, man, that's NLE Chopper. She like, who that? I said, that's the rapper. So, I asked the waiter, I said, hey, ask that man, can I get a picture with him? And she's like, okay, I asked him, And he did that. And then she kept on flirting with the man, looking at him. And she claimed she wanted love, but whatever. but she would. So it's just like it's ways you go about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like don't be trying to be weird, creepy. Like some of them pictures I just showed y'all, folks weird as hell. It's like, bruh. It's like, bruh, sometimes some folks just don't be bothered, and then they can tell you coming off with that weird energy or overexcited. And it's like, bruh, chill out, bruh. Just be normal, hey man. Yeah, of course you're gonna be big fan moment, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't mind taking no picture with nobody. But folks just be weird. And just enjoy the moment. Don't be all weird and nerdy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Could make them not want to do it. So you gotta think about that. Alright. Oh yeah. I remember speaking of that, I remember my homeboy told me he had a friend of his or somebody that lived in Texas, and Undertaker was coming to get his groceries, you know, the Uber stuff or whatever. And that guy overexcited. Oh my God, Undertaker. Undertaker told him for a look, man. Relax. Whatever you do, please relax. I'll take the picture with you, but relax. So moral of the story is just come off correct, cool, proper. I mean, if you're a female, of course, you're gonna be excited with. But if you're a grown man, oh my God, it's John Cena, bro. Chill. Alright. 3 more to go, guys. 3 more to go. The episode going pretty smooth. Muhammad Hassan had a promising career in WWE. He really did. But I just think he wasn't liked backstage by other wrestlers. And I just think that, you know, because he was in big time. I think he started off feuding with Jerry the King, of course. USA. Then, I think he was in the feud with Shawn Michaels, the big feud with Shawn Michaels. So he was on the verge of something. Where him and Daivari was beating up Hulk Hogan. I mean, not beating up Hogan. I messed up. Yeah, I'm going to get to that. They were beating up Shawn Michaels for weeks and weeks and weeks. Because this is after Shawn Michaels had lost to Kurt Angle at WrestleMania in a classic match. So Kurt Angle was going in another direction, getting ready to go to SmackDown. And Shawn Michaels and Muhammad Hassan was focused on each other. And then Muhammad Hassan, I ain't gonna front, Muhammad Hassan was good on the mic. Him and Daivari was a great duo. I just wish what he did off the tail, y'all, didn't end his push. But, so, they had the infamous return of Hulk Hogan. They built it up. Great tag team match. Then I think he had a match against Batista that was pretty good. But then, hold on, let me backtrack something too. This is how I knew he wasn't liked backstage or whatever. Guys really disliked him. So he entered the Royal Rumble in 2005. I think he came to WWE in 2004, late 2004. He came to WWE late 2004. So he was in the Royal Rumble match. As soon as he got in the ring, everybody eliminated him. At that moment, we should have known that his days were numbered at WWE. Fast forward. So he go to SmackDown. He's in a big high-profile feud with Undertaker, which was going well until this promo happened right here, where he got the gang with the mask. You know, especially this is like 3-4 years removed from 9/11, and the image of the Undertaker getting choked was not good. And at that point, it was just kind of like, yeah, it was a little bit too much. Because this stuff was really going on for real. Where we were still at war with Iraq. And they was probably really kidnapping soldiers, sending videos, and really doing stuff like that. So it was too much for TV. Then they had the match, a good match at the Great American Bash. He last ride him, and we ain't see Muhammad Hassan no more. And I think these days, the guy that played Muhammad Hassan, I think he's a teacher in New York. If I'm not mistaken. He was a teacher in New York. And he was a very good wrestler. He was very talented. He was charismatic. He was good on the mic. I just think at that time, young, he was probably full of himself, was acting asshole-ish, and guys didn't like him backstage. Because The Undertaker Laz ratted the hell out that man. Through the ramp, Laz ratted him. And I think Vince was how nice built, strong guy. He was very good in the ring. He was more like the Iron Sheik-ish. He had the little thing come out, the music playing, the entry. And plus, he had a lot of heat. So he was bound to be a star. I think if he didn't do that promo, I think Muhammad Hassan would have been around for at least about another 7 years. I think Muhammad Hassan would have been WWE top heel if he didn't do that promo. Yes, I said, I'm going to repeat it again. I think this man right here would have been WWE's top heel for the next 5, 6, 7 years, at least. Hands down. Because he had heat. Fans didn't like him. People backstage didn't like him. And he was a very talented charisma guy. You know what I'm saying? So, I just hate that had to end like that. And, you know, and I'm glad he's doing good for himself. Because he had a promising career. And, you know, shout out to him. Next, this subject here, bruh. Sting versus Jake Roberts in 1992 was just epic trash. Now, you gotta think, both of you think, oh man, this fantasy match gonna be lit, man. You got Sting, Jake the Snake, woo, fired up. So when they get together, it's gonna be trash. It's gonna be great. And wrong. They had better matches with individuals than they did together. It's just the chemistry wasn't right between them. Then they had the dumb stipulation in the match. I mean, the build-up was cool. The build-up was alright. Was Jake and Sting, you know, Jake debuting on WCW, giving Sting the DDT after he lost to Undertaker at WrestleMania. That was cool. But it's just like, nah, son. That match, you could have kept that, bro. And Halloween Havoc, where you spin the wheel, you bringing RoboCop out. Come on, dog. That ain't it. Come on, bro. You bringing out the DVD player. Nah, bro. That ain't it, bro. You got to think about it on Jake's side. You thinking, man, Jake feuded with Steamboat. Classic. Randy Savage. Classic. Andre, who Andre actually respected Jake for standing up to like a real G, like I said in the episodes ago. Classic. Who else Jake feuded with? Hell, Honky Tonk Man. Hey, he wasn't even the best wrestler. But he had a fat gimmick though, you heard me? Put some respect on my boy. Alright. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa! Hell, even, that Rick Martel feels trash. I ain't gonna front. I'm gonna put a towel on my face. Nah, Jake, that wasn't it. Then you got Sting on the other end. Luger. Come on, bro. Flair. Great Muda. Who else Sting feuded with in this piece? Excuse me. Trying to think, you hear me? Now, you would think it would have come all full circle together. Why this feud would have been lit. But it wasn't it. I think Jake at that point has lost his touch, his momentum. He was away for a while. And then I just think another thing, the chemistry with Sting wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? Because Jake couldn't do all that clever talk. I think the wrestling world was heading towards another direction from 92 on to 95. And I just think Jake was out of shape. It was just a lot of various reasons why that feud was just trash. And that match was just, you could have kept it. But it was a good dream match to see. Oh, we got Sting, Jake Snake. Oh, yeah, we got a new player. Then I think shortly after that, man, Jake was let go. What you want me to do? Trash. Whew. Sorry, Jake, but you know Sting for you trash, and Sting know that Joe was trash. Hell, RoboCop know it's trash. Alright. Now, back to you, Brock Lesnar. At first, I was going to go in on you, bruh. Because you don't, well, In case you guys don't know, Brock Lesnar was pitched a lot of matches from Stone Cold, which he turned it down. At this point, I don't want to see Stone Cold versus Brock Lesnar. Then I think it was Brock Lesnar versus two other folks. For some reason, he turned that down. But then he turned down him versus Bray. Now, at first, I was real pissed off about it. I like, damn, this the second time you turned down working with this dude, bruh. But then I seen a comment that made sense. I was like, okay, I can see why Brock probably turned it down. Character-wise, it probably wouldn't work. Yeah, it probably wouldn't work. But then he chose to work with Almost. Now, you mean to tell me, out of all the people, you chose Almost? Hell, you could have chose LA Knight. Well, hell, Karrion Kross. Now, Karrion Kross do that same weird stuff too, but Karrion Kross got that MMA background. So that would have made sense because Karrion can get physical. We know Brock can get physical. But you chose the biggest dude in the room. It's not that Almost can't wrestle, but it's like Brock Lesnar versus who? Almost. You see how drag got? Man, Brock Lesnar versus who? Almost. Man, you don't get up out of here. Nah, son. We're gonna see how this build up be for a couple of weeks, but he chose to work with him. So it better deliver. Don't try to bury my boy Almost either. It better deliver, cause I'm like, bro, you approve this? Come on, you could just did Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar part 4. So it's just like, nah, Brock, get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I just think you didn't want to put Bray over. You know what I'm saying? And you probably got some type of, vendetta against Bray because, hell, you love Vince, of course, and I'm pretty sure you heard that him and Vince was getting into it. Or you know what I'm saying? Or, hell, both y'all alpha males, I don't know, but you could have chose LA Knight. Hell, you could have chose Elias. Hell, you could have chose Johnny Wrestling. Man, you could have chose anybody else. And we know you love working with little guys. I don't know why you didn't choose almost Johnny Wrestling. That would have been perfect. Because AJ made you look good and Daniel Bryan made you look good. Johnny Wrestling would have been a perfect opponent for you. But you chose Shaq. Trash. But nah, look, guys, man, I love y'all. I'm gonna edit this bad boy. I might got enough time today. I might do Raw's greatest matches today, depending what time it is and how I feel. But I'm finna edit this bad boy. I'm finna drop this for y'all. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.